Hey guys, what is up?
Hope everyone is doing well, hope everyone is having an amazing day because I am as usual. And guys, I want to get into some very interesting stuff regarding Bone, regarding the psychology of Bone and why it will succeed. So I've been browsing the forums as usual, and here I have it, guys. A very interesting post, one that could open your eyes, one that could be genuinely interesting for you guys. So it's important that you listen up because I am gonna read it out. It's by a user. So this post was actually made about close to a year ago. I wouldn't say that it's outdated, but it's interesting to see how and what was thought about it about a year ago, because now everyone is optimistic. Let's see what the sentiment was like about a year ago. Now, let's dive deep into this. Psychology of crypto and why Bone is poised for great success. This isn't meant to bash SHIB or Leash, just my thoughts on what has led us to where we're currently at and what lies ahead for all three tokens, particular Bone. Let's briefly discuss the psychology of crypto and why it's important to understand its role in the marketplace. SHIB calls itself an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building, but what it really is an experiment in merging the human psyche and crypto. Let's look at the three tokens of Shibaswap ecosystem. You have SHIB with a 1 quadrillion total supply, Bone with a 250 million total supply, and Leash with a total supply of 107,646. The three tokens couldn't be more different in terms of their appeal. SHIB equals low price, high volume, first token to break the Ethereum network due to volume. Bone, great price, great volume. Leash, high price, low volume. Okay, so these are the differences. Now, the initial question to consider is, why did most people get into buying SHIB token? And I think the number one answer to that question is that they missed out on the Bitcoin, Ethereum boom. And then missed out on the Dogecoin boom as well, or at least didn't make millions on it. So suddenly people see an altcoin like Doge with 14,000% return and they want in on that. So they look for the next Dogecoin. And what's better than a crypto that's called itself the Dogecoin killer, which is now Leash. This certainly piqued a lot of people's interest, and the initial performance was nothing short of amazing. Stories of people investing $20 and becoming millionaires certainly excite our imaginations, and the price was still low enough that even the average person could hold millions of tokens, and the more well-funded investor could own billions of tokens. Then you have a period of fear, of missing out. Buyers who drive the price way up because they believe they are going to be millionaires in the near future. But at some point, reality starts to set in, and that investment is going to be longer term proposition and not an overnight success. The constant FUD drives fear selling and keeps the price down, and even otherwise positive events listing on Coinbase Pro, whatever happened with that anyways, fails to drive the price up. And the big event that everyone was waiting for, Shibaswap, launches, and not only does the price not shoot up, but the price plummets. So why did the price of SHIB decline? Other than the argument that the market moves together and all of the crypto is declining, the reality is, like many other early investors, people had sunk large amounts of money into SHIB, but had realized that SHIB was no longer where the money was going to be, so they swapped their SHIB to buy Bone and ETH. You see, for those who read and understand the Wolf paper V2, the devs made it pretty clear that Bone was going to be the shining token of Shibaswap and not SHIB. The devs easily could afford the greatest incentives to SHIB holders, but intentionally didn't do so. Instead, the biggest rewards were based on Bone. Both in bury and digging, it was the selling of SHIB to buy Bone and ETH that drove down the SHIB's price. There's a reason the devs chose to get paid in Bone. That Shibaswap marketing budget is funded by Bone, and that the Bone is the governance token of the swap. Bone, from a psychological standpoint, was the perfect token to lead the way for the SHIB ecosystem, because its supply was low enough to have a practical application for being used as a daily currency, but high enough that people valued it. It's hard to value a coin with a value of 0.00000057 cents. Most people don't even know how to say the number, let alone comprehend just how little that is. Leash, on the other hand, at 2k each is the perfect token to store value, similar to Bitcoin, but didn't appeal to those who didn't have much money. Again, Bone was the perfect middle ground, as it allowed people with even minimal incomes to purchase a decent amount, and even better, to return them for free. For those who are looking for the future of Shibaswap, I think the writing on the wall is pretty clear that Bone will be the big success story going forward. That's not to say that SHIB and Leash won't have positive returns in due time, but I'm betting on one of three, then Bone is the one I'm betting on. I believe Shibaswap will continue to find success, and as long as the Bone is shining star of the swap, I think its value will quickly outpace the gains by either SHIB or Leash. My previous predictions, which have all been accurate, predicted that Bone would continue to decline for as little as $1, but would peak in the next 6 months to a year at the $30, $50 mark, assuming the broader crypto market recovers. I think those who agree with this statement are happy to buy Bone at $3, $5 each, as a huge bargain with a solid upside potential. SHIB, on the other hand, has continuously disappointed people with its failure to perform. Guys, this is very interesting. As you know, Bone is very, very low now, but this was posted about a year ago, okay? So the prices may have been different. Now, even the most recent spike in Bone price can be attributed to SHIB's failure to perform up to expectations. People who had staked SHIB were disappointed in its performance. When rewards were released, especially when comparing the results of those who had Burried and dug with Bone, so it was the second time that SHIB holders en masse sold off their tokens to buy Bone. Today the liquidity event ends, and many of the liquidity pools will begin to withdraw the liquidity pairs, which will create additional buying pressure on Bone and cause a temporary spike in its price. That said, I think the vast majority of people in Bone LPS will hold for a few more months, hoping to undo the nearly 40% impermanent loss, and these pools have suffered. There will undoubtedly be a day when even the most diamond-handed holders of SHIB will no longer be able to ignore Bone's success and will make their jump. Ultimately, it's not SHIB's fault, but the devs have suddenly created a 3-child family. It's an obvious who their favorite child is, which is where I think the devs went wrong. Creating 3 tokens unnecessarily complicated Shibaswap, resulting in massive gas fees to its users. Maybe that was the intent all along. In any event, they had followed more along the lines of Uniswap and a single uni token crypto, SHIB would be crushing big returns right now. Instead, it's getting pounded by Bone and Leash and has quickly become less and less desirable as its performance fails to live up to its early height. Maybe I'm wrong, I did keep a decent amount of SHIB and I hope that I am, but the psychological impact of Bone v SHIB has one clear winner at this point. As Bone is listed on major exchanges, its low availability and high potential when compared to other exchanges, governance tokens will make it highly desirable, driving the price up. Until that time happens, those using Swap would be the best served to take full advantage of earning as much Bone as they can. The question isn't whether Bone will moon, but rather a question of when it will. For those who don't agree with me, I would love to hear your rationale why I'm wrong, other than just personal attacks because you don't agree. Listen to me, guys. This is very, very interesting because this is something that was written a year ago, and this is exactly how we feel about it now. We still feel about it, and this, like I just said, was written more or less when it came out, so the price might have been different, but the sentiment is still the same. Ladies and gentlemen, Bone is the child, is the real child out of the 3, is the favorite child out of the 3. So you really have to pay attention and understand that everything has been set up for Bone to do well. Everything. Payments are taken in Bone. Shibarium is coming out for Bone. Bone is going to be crucial, and also it's in mid, so in terms of in the middle, in terms of price, okay, it's not as expensive as Leash, but not as cheap as SHIB. It's in the middle. Supply is in the middle as well, so you can see how they have a great average, and also at the same time it has a lot of utility. In my opinion, I think it's posed for great success. This is the psychology of this crypto. The idea behind it, if you look at the whole history of it, Bone has been the one. It's the chosen one. And a lot of people obviously concentrate on SHIB, as pointed out before, that they are waiting for that next Bitcoin, the next Ethereum to sort of blossom, skyrocket in price. But listen, that doesn't always happen, okay? That doesn't happen. And SHIB is really taking a lot of time. And you know that without burning, it's almost impossible for it to go up in price, for you guys to increase your earnings. Very, very difficult. So it's going to take a lot of time. It will be successful. I mean, it will do well, but not like bone. Ladies and gentlemen, when Shibarium comes out, trust me, if you are holding bone and if you've bought it about 30-40 cents, bang, you're gonna see an explosion in the price, and you're gonna do very, very well. That's what I'm trying to explain to you guys, that you should have your heads held high. Okay, be an early bird, take the action. Everything is pointed towards success. For all of you bone holders, these are videos to tell you and to explain to you that what you're doing is right. You're taking the right action. You're in the right mindset. You're at the right time. It's about to happen, and your wealth will change in the good, positive way. So be prepared. Be positive. I am so excited for it. So good, guys. Perfect. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm genuinely loving it. And you know, overall, guys, join the community. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that thumbs up button, share the video. All this stuff is important because I am producing all the latest information. I'm popping out these videos like no tomorrow. For all of you people that are interested in Shibarium, Bone, and the other tokens, this is the right channel for you. You know why it's the right channel? Because I am checking every single post there is any little piece of information regarding developments, regarding prices, regarding where this project is going and how your life will change. I have it, okay? I'm putting out this information for you guys, you know, and these users that post in forums, you know, big posts like this, I'm very grateful. Honestly, it is beautiful to see it because it really makes you understand how important information is. Information is key. Information can genuinely change the direction of any market. You know, this is how these markets operate, is based on information. Any little piece of information can make you change the direction, can make you invest more, can make you run away, can make you panic. And I think right now information is key for you guys to make those wise decisions. Either way, I really hope that you are you know, subscribed, that you are watching all these videos, because perhaps this is the motivation that you need, that you lack. So you know, if you know other bone holders, SHIB holders, share this video. Why not? Tell them about it. Perhaps it will change their minds, the way they think about it, because I am, you know, I'm trying to tell you all the truth, but the truth just seems to be very optimistic and positive. That's the good thing about it. I am very hopeful that my future will change because I've got a lot of bone. I'm holding a lot of it. So hopefully when Shibarium comes out, I am gonna have my future change, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop making videos. I'm always gonna carry on pushing out content for you guys to enjoy, for you guys to stay informed. So yeah, I just want to say big thank you to everyone. I'm loving the support. It's I'm very grateful for it. And yeah, guys, let's get out there, let's make some money, let's change our futures. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.